Recently, on Only Hero's Journey, Bolton, Callie, Doug, and Bud are slowly coming together on the path to adventure. Bolton, fresh from surviving his plane crash, has been attacked by two unknown predators. Callie, dealing with an intruder of her own, is set on defending the treasure she recently found. Doug and Bud, whereabouts unknown. Who is friend and who is foe? That remains to be seen. Listen in to find out on Only Hero's Journey. With her attacker momentarily stunned, Callie jumped at the opportunity to grab her gear and bolt through the front door. She circled to the back of the cabin to take the South Deer Trail that ran between Little and Major Mirror Lakes. Callie doubted her attackers would be aware of the local shortcut, and she had no time to waste as the clock on her orb was peeling down second by second. She was about a mile from the cabin when a small clearing gave way to what appeared to be her attacker's rat nest, gear and supplies strewn about it in rough fashion. Callie started to rummage through the details when her eyes landed on a tent. She flung open the flap, intent on uncovering her attacker's identities.
Hey, is anybody there?
A young man tied at the hands and feet with a blindfold covering his eyes lay on his side in the far corner of the tent. Callie caught the slight shine of a knife as he tried to tuck it back into his pocket.
Oh my gosh, yes! Here, let me help you!
Callie exclaimed as she pulled the knife from Bolton's hands and finished cutting through his restraints.
Is that Bolton? What happened?
Who? How do you what?
Uncle L is my neighbor.
Wait, Uncle L?
Sorry, your grandpa was my neighbor. Remember? Callie, I've seen your pictures in his house nearly my whole life, Bolton. He was so proud of his grandkids. Bolton this and...
No, please, no. Just call me Ben, okay? Can you just... Where am I?
Shh, this non-family reunion was fun, but we have no time. We need to leave right now. How are your running skills?
That's what got me into this mess in the first place, sweetheart.
You better pray for sonic speed.
Meanwhile, back at the cabin...
She sure clapped you, baby D.
How could I have known she was living in the cabin? I mean, who lives in a place like this? She circled around the back on the deer trail we took in, which means she's found Ben by now. We must follow cautiously this time and approach as allies. It is the only way to protect what is meant for us.
All this protector stuff, did Grandpa really tell you this, Uggy Duggy?
Yes, I swear to you, I am telling the truth.
Well, I got some truth for you. The person you attacked, or should I say, attacked you, has this orb, which happened to have a location GPS, which happened to be looked at by, yours truly, who happens to be standing here right now.
And you didn't take it?
And ruin my rep? Remember when I ran for class president? What was my motto, huh?
You can always trust your best bud.
Say it again like a June bug flying through a possum, little broski.
We don't have time for this. We have just enough time to catch up if we hurry, and the game is afoot, dear brother.
I think that's enough of your weird for this morning.
Only Hero's Journey will continue after a short word from our sponsors. If I were not a Boy Scout, I wish I'd rather be. If I were not a Boy Scout, a scuba diver I would be. Dive, dive. Dive, dive. We don't think anybody will be drowning at the Scouts BSA Camp Tamarack weekends here in August. Weekend 1, August 14th through the 16th. Weekend 2, August 28th through the 30th. The cost is $80 per scout and $40 per leader. So, if you or your troop are at least somewhat interested in forestry, chemistry, space exploration, inventing, first aid, wilderness survival, basketry, movie making, environmental science, archery, canoeing, kayaking, citizenship in the world, game design, soil and water conservation, reptile and amphibian study, leatherworking, painting, camping, pioneering, rifle shooting, shotgun shooting, swimming, photography, mammal study, open advancement, geocaching, oh my gosh, and more, then please come out with your unit to the Scouts BSA weekends here in August, sponsored by LaSalle Council. We look forward to seeing you. It'll be sunny, it'll be beautiful, and we look forward to having a great Scout camp.
Bolton, Ben, apparently, and Callie charged through the forest. flying up and down rolling wooded paths filled with pines and ferns, spruce and oak. They moved carefully about the cranberry bogs along the way, making sure to keep dry as Callie displayed in her depth of knowledge every root and stump surrounding the lakes. Over Rocky Canny Rock and around Starry's End Pond, the trail slowly becoming smaller, more overgrown, ground giving way to grass and weeds. And just as the trail dwindled into the very forest itself, the two young adventurers screamed through the tree line, exploding onto an old bird-watching trail at the south end of Little Mirror Lake, offering a perfect view of the cascading falls and the area Callie held so dear.
Whoa, this must be the location of my map. My GPS doesn't even know what's going on.
Said Ben, showing Callie his map.
We're early. Still 15 minutes left on this thing.
Said Callie, showing Ben the orb she had discovered for the first time.
The location on his case matches yours, so this is the place.
The two adventurers, aching to share their adventure with anyone else, spent the next 10 minutes getting each other up to speed. Ben's mind was racing. He couldn't believe there would be someone else joining his quest. Or...
Is Callie one of the people I was warned to beware of? It was kind of her to save me, but can I trust her? Is she trustworthy?
But before another thought could cross his mind, Ben noticed something out of the corner of his eye. An old sign, faded and hanging from one hinge. It wasn't the sign itself, though, but something carved into the sign that made Ben's spark ignite.
Langford.
What?
Langford on the sign. That's got to be a clue.
The two tired treasure seekers draw near to the sign, Callie reading it aloud.
Little Mirror Lake Falls, Grandpa Folk Trailer's Lore, dedicated 1951 by C. Langford. Ran thin the veil of her watery locks. The bride prevailed, swam through the rocks. Clean she was in mind and soul. Any fear she held, she did let go. Run to the crest and make your leap. Don't break your heart or go too deep. Behind the flume is where she lays, and where air returns but darkness stays. What do you think?
The orb Callie held slowly clicked the final seconds. What followed, a piercing screech interrupting the serenity, was a precursor to the danger this siren song forebode. Callie knew the sound immediately. That thing that had been stalking her through the woods.
What was that?
It sounds like wolves, but I've seen those creatures. They've been stalking me through the woods.
Stalking?
Like ghosts. They come and go. Big and vicious, eyes glowing neon green and purple in the night. Never really there. Only a glimpse. Just to let you know they're real. To make you fear them. And now, I think they're coming for us.
Stay tuned for more adventures on Only Hero's Journey. Boys and girls, for more information on how to join the Boy Scouts of America, you have two options. You may, with your parents' help, go to beascout.scouting.org and enter in your zip code. Your second option is to visit us at www.LaSalleCouncilBSA.org. We look forward to hearing from you.